What a palaver. What a palaver this has been. Trying to do videos, we got a scratch across the flipping front-facing camera, giving us a haze. Last time the video was flipping ruined because I accidentally pressed end the video. I'm by a pond outside again. Being indoors is just not the place I feel to do videos right now. I'd rather be outside getting stung by stinging nettles, sitting on a wonky bench that somebody broke and graffitied on, and sitting by a pond where mosquitoes are, well, coming out in force. If they carry on like this, I'll be dead within an hour, the amount of blood they're sucking out of me. But yes, this is just test number 2. Yep. Uploading anything, testing, really to get your feedback. Would you rather me not upload for months, or would you rather me just do videos every day like this? I could talk to you about my projects I'm doing, or I could be inside or outside or anywhere, go any place and do a video. Yeah, just thinking about going to a London sound shop, you know, proper place where they do all the synthesizers. They've got a computer set up with a door on there, or whatever. Tempted to try and find one in London. I know there's one in London. There's one in London somewhere, or maybe there's one in Hertfordshire. But you know, I need to be able to do videos on the go, like bam. Now this is an old phone. I won't repeat myself from the last video. But you know, I just passed wind from my mouth, not from down there, from my mouth, and turned the microphone off so you couldn't hear it. So we're just testing. So let's have a look. So we've got this project up again called Sky's No Limit. Let's have a quick listen. So it's big tune, strings and stuff in it. I'm trying to work out exactly what to do with it. So I've done the final arrangement, but the strings aren't really kind of sounded strong enough. And it's kind of, I don't know, slightly muddy. It's kind of muddy. I wasn't really happy with it. It's supposed to be a big tune, big instrumental. But yeah, it sounds like, well, doesn't sound good. Let me just check the microphone's on. It is. Just doesn't sound great. Oh, wow. And you know me, I like to have things that sound good, right? So, I don't know what to do about it. Big tune. Supposed to be big strings. But similar to other song I did, or the other instrumental I made, which was called Heaven's Gates, which I did a video on. That's not finished either. So these big tunes, they're almost like they're out of my scope, you know. There's big extravagant ideas of big strings and trumpets and soundscapes, both synthesizers, all these different sounds. Struggle. Right. I'll let you listen while the plane goes over. Have you guys seen that RE guy? It's called Ari or RE. American guy who makes live beats on the streets of New York City. With a rig like on his chest like this. He walks around with it like a bit like the DJ, you know, essentially he's copying the people walking around with DJ rigs. But I thought of doing a similar thing with this headset, because it's like his headset. He's using a like it's a pilot's headset for a helicopter or something like that. Something like that. It's hard for me to hear myself speak, so I'm sort of mumbling. Didn't know you had to actually hear your own voice to be able to speak properly. It's interesting that. It's happened a few times. Hello, there we go, I can hear myself now. Yeah, so I can't talk clearly unless I can hear my own voice. It's weird. I feel like well, not to mock deaf people at all, but I understand why you can't speak clearly, because I'm struggling even, 10 minutes of having my ears covered. Can't pronounce the words. Can't pronounce the words. Can't pronounce the words. I suppose practice makes perfect. So yeah, we're just looking at this project called Sky's No Limit, and also testing my setup here. I'm thinking, you know, I could do this sort of similar setup and go and do what Ari's doing without the giant rig. But would I get as much attention as what he gets without the rig? So he's walking around with that thing sticking out. You know, people pay attention, don't they? But maybe we'll do a whole entire video on this guy. Gimmick versus talent. He's kind of got both. But yeah. Back to my project. So. Another plane. Not going to stop. Even if I was indoors, you'd still hear the jet planes. So sitting here thinking about how I'm going to fix this project. Do I need to pay somebody else to do it, or can I do it? There's a guy called Alex Elliot, and I was watching his stream yesterday. He's released this little small album, and his music's so loud, man. It's much louder than mine. I was thinking about doing a video on why his music sounds so loud, and how some distortion. See, he's turned his volume up, or he's got like a limiter going on. And like the waves are flat almost, and you'd think that would ruin the audio. And while I can hear the audio, it's kind of a bit distorted. It's not ruining the music. And he says that's how he wanted his drums. He always does his kicks and drums to have a cut like that, to give them more crunch or something like that. So yeah, sort of thing I've been dealing with, because this track in particular, big tune, but it's quiet. It's not very loud. It's kind of got a situation where, you know, you're banging in your studio because you've got your speakers, your monitors, or your headphones. Take it outside to your car. I haven't got a car, but you take it outside to someone else's car, or try and play it somewhere else away from your studio, and it sounds quiet. We don't want that. But that's mastering. So this whole entire thing, producing here, I'm doing a bit of mixing here. Doing mixing, producing, composing, song arrangement, all these different things, trying to do all as one person is a bit hard work. And editing videos and recording videos at the same time that are more complex than this video I'm making right now. It's difficult. I'm finding it difficult. And let's be honest, most of the people who make music while they're doing a video, their music doesn't sound that great. Come on. BusyWorks beats, you know, I'm not going to jump on the bandwagon of disrespecting or mocking BusyWorks beats. Not yet, anyway. Well, maybe soon, because he does say some stupid things and has some teaching techniques that are completely arse around tit way of doing things, when you just do something through two actions. He just teaches people how completely complicated and irrelevant way of doing something, but that's a save for another video on BusyWorks beats. But let's be honest, when he makes music and stuff and does tutorials, you know, he's a prime example of someone who can't really make videos are okay, you know, similar to this. It just gets like the camera on, turns it on, Doesn't really rehearse anything, it just talks. Same as YYBY. A Reason YouTuber. And the reason why they're doing that, they can't really talk properly, is because they're being bitten by gnats. But the reason why they can't talk properly is because they've been distracted by them making the music. So imagine me trying to do this on the screen, what I'm doing right now, making this, and editing it, and arranging it, and trying to work out, trying to listen to it, trying to work out what's going where, and at the same time we're recording the video. And instead of finishing the piece of music, then we're starting editing the video, uploading the video, and then the actual music file never gets released. It gets tucked away somewhere onto the next video, because all you care about is getting views. You know, it just copies like Navi D's thumbnails, the old BusyWorks beats, and just makes a basic video because he knows he's going to trend on that topic. One, because he knows Navi D's having success with that topic, and two, he associates himself with Navi D's video by putting him as a in the tags or in the description or something like that to link himself to that video. Yeah, many subversive ways that people like BusyWorks Beats works, but BusyWorks Beats works like BusyWorks Beats does, and Weaver Beats is not really much better. His videos are quite lazy or easy edit like this as well, and he's built his whole entire channel basically mocking other people, and Weaver Beats too, but on his main channel as well, where it's just the title of the video of the other YouTuber and then mocking that YouTuber, which is okay for a certain extent, but I think he's basically a hypocrite because he moans about things that other people do and then he does it himself, and even says, oh I'm a shill. Okay, you complain about people being a shill. You got popular for doing plugin reviews and then exposing companies or whatever, and then we find out you're doing the same thing. You're telling other YouTubers, you shouldn't be selling products and doing reviews, and then you're selling products and doing reviews. Like a hypocrite, man. So, making quality videos and making quality music, the point, is difficult. And I struggle. And I'm struggling to do this music. How can I do videos like, I don't know, like Navi D, for example, and do good music at the same time? I mean, all I hear Navi D doing really is breaking down other people's popular music. They're going for the ins and outs of how they made their music and how they did the swing and all the rest of it. But while it's interesting, might be interesting to watch, Jay Dilla and whoever else they're talking about, Dr. Dre, whoever, they don't think about what they're doing when they're doing it. They just do it, and other people sit there analysing what they're doing. Like music theory. Music theory was written by people trying to analyse music, not by the people who was making the music. I don't really know what this video is supposed to be, really. I'm just chatting to you like I'm here because I've got no friends. No friends in music at the moment. Anyway, I've got friends that got nothing to do with music, which is I've tried to get them into music and they're not really interested. They'd rather watch football. And the last guy, who was a Reason user, I don't meet many Reason users, but he was a Reason user. We did some collaboration. We're supposed to be doing a collaboration. And then it turns out he's more into football than actually sorting stuff out. He sent me some project files, like partly finished beats. I finished it, made it into a song. I sent them back to him. He was supposed to finish it by mastering it and fixing it. Then we were going to split royalties halfway. Guess what happened? Sent them back to him and then nothing happened. He hasn't spoken to me since. What's up with that? So yeah, I'm just chatting to you. The camera is my friend. You on the other side of the camera. You're my friend. Have a close up of your friend. You see me? I'm your friend. How can I help you? What videos do you want me to make next? I can help you. Yeah? Oops. What videos do you want next? What videos do you want next? I'm ruining the end of the video. It's supposed to be going for 15 minutes. Look, I'm right here. I'm right here with you. What do you want to see next? Dear oh dear. Peace out.